Hey everyone, welcome to the video. We're gonna have one last day of chest collecting before the RC meta takes over tomorrow. And we already got boom mines yesterday, so now we can just collect for heavy boost and rockets, and then just one more day for those RCs. And the hits we're gonna do might be a little tough, especially if we're facing rocket launcher bases, but let's find out. Already seen some people out there with HCs, bombers, even lasers, but we're still gonna ride the full way till RCs. And if they're not too strong, can decide after that. Got this guy here with rockets, 110 building health already. So really want to be careful, and probably a loss, but at least want to finish the base. So we can play it super safe, going from maybe just one side. Eventually, well no, I was gonna say we can critter that, but I think that mortar has too much range. But we'll just go from left side. And now always taking hack. So we'll get the Zooks kind of on the right side and see how it goes. Maybe even just Sparky to hack this rocket. So we'll try 3 Scorchers each side. And kind of Sparky on the far side. We're not going to drop Zooks for a while, because if you drop them too early, then just going to get shot by that mortar, rockets. So we can drop them now, all on the right side. And kind of see where Sparky's going. Like now we can hack this rocket. Hopefully it dies to that boom cannon. Or even if not, at least it's being distracted. Gives a chance for Zooks to go in the blind spot. And if not too many go, we'll just shock it instead. But it's enough retargeted, so it should die pretty soon. And maybe over here we'll just art out this rocket. Will cost a lot of GB. I think 5 arts. And now start shocking this laser. Still about 5 Scorches alive, so not too bad. Just want to make sure our Zooks are alive too. Get another shock going. And a thing that should be good on shocks. We'll kind of see how this goes. That laser beam is almost dead. And we'll get some critters on this side. Maybe just a couple. Still 2 more rockets to deal with on the left, so gotta watch out. Already a few might die to that one. But we'll kind of let them clear this full side. Also grabbing some GB. And as we go to the left, we can maybe just flare ERs, send a few shocks. And we'll get a critter going, distract that rocket. I think there's enough GB just to flare ERs. So we'll get this one going. And then just one shock on that rocket, a bit of splash. And as this ER goes down for the last one. And then just one more shock. So a real slow time, but at least we got it down. Yeah, one more arc going. All the Zooks died to that flame, but still gotta wait a bit longer. And we kind of expect that facing these bases with people who just rush ahead, it might be a loss right now, but waiting for those RCs. Got 128. Because 154, I think once we get RCs, should be an okay time to beat. Especially since they don't care too much about rockets. Got a match over here. Another guy with max rockets. A little different kind of base. Could do 2 Scorchers, 1 Zook on this side. Then just everyone else on that one. At least only 60 building health, not 110. And we'll see how it goes. This side, maybe even just 2 Scorchers and that's it. Because otherwise we'll have to waste GB to keep the Zook alive. We'll just art these shock mines and maybe at some point use critters. Distract those boom cannons and kill that shock launcher. Instead taking 2 Zooks on the right side. Because we can shock this laser with that rocket and see how it goes. So here, just a couple Scorchers. This side kind of split them up. And we'll do Sparky on the right side, where Critters can clear some mines. And then use a couple art for these shock mines. Now start dropping those Zooks. And we'll get one critter going right there. Watching the right side a bit. Laser already being annoying, so we'll start shocking it. And want one critter on the left side again. Not too many Zooks on the right side. So we're already a little tight on GB. But get this shock down. And I think the main thing we want to do is just clear the base. Especially with max rockets and still using Zooks. Scorcher on the left should get that down. Not too many of those guys alive. But we got one working over there. Maybe taking down that rocket with an art. And now just clearing a bit more. Almost no Scorchers alive, but we still got some Zooks. Just killing this sniper and moving along. We can even hack that boom cannon. And then on the far left, maybe work with some critters on that ER. Get one art on that mortar. Because not a lot of Zooks left. But yeah, we got that critters around. So just letting them finish it off. Still, it could have been way worse. We got 154. And see what he's doing. And even if we gotta collect gold chests, that's fine too. See what he was doing. Looks like just heavy Zooks. We're not really going to upgrade heavies because as soon as we get rockets, then they're going to be much harder to use. Because especially since rockets can overshoot the heavies and hit the Zooks. But at least for right now, the short-term meta, it's not a bad combo. We'll still try a couple more hits. Finally someone with no rockets. Can maybe try a split drop like 2 Scorchers over here. And still 4 on this side with a couple Zooks. Or in fact maybe 1 on this side and just 1 over here. So get those going. Get Sparky somewhere on the right. Maybe even Critter on that boom cannon. Distract that shock launcher too. Get the Zooks going now. And 1 critter on that boom cannon. Because there's only a couple of Scorchers on the left, we want to art those shock mines. And that laser beam is pretty far, so we can afford some more GB. Let them just clear a bunch. And that angle isn't too bad on the right. Start using a few more arts. But I think now we'll start shocking it. Can even hack something pretty soon. Maybe after that flame dies, we can hack that shock launcher. And even got a couple Scorchers on the left. So they should help out pretty soon. Like we can start crittering that top side with the shock. And maybe just a couple critters. Like that machine gun's gonna die to that Scorcher. And we can just flare ERs. Get a shock going in that flame. And as that's working, we flare the last ER with a bunch of arts. So I think a decent time, 225, and see if it's enough. Also got the first win, so helping us out. And we can just collect our 2 chests, but if we're close, we'll just try one more hit, see if it works out. Worst case, if it's a loss, then we'll just get gold chests. Got another match over here. And pretty similar kind of base. So again, 2 Scorchers, 1 Zook on the left, everyone else on the right. So getting these guys going for Scorchers and Sparky. Might have to clear those mines, but we'll see which one Sparky clears first. And we can shock this laser, so kind of watching out for that. So get that Zook going. And maybe Arts for a few shock mines. And Sparky did do a good job, so we'll leave that there. And now start shocking that laser. We'll clear a few more mines on that side. Always gotta do that reshock. Maybe one hack, distract that shock launcher. Or even just hack it too. Because I think it's only 2 shots for an SL to kill some Zooks. Mines cleared on the right side. And then pretty soon we can just start flaring. We'll go for that cannon first, just to make sure Sparky gets there too. And critters on the right doing their job. We'll do a few more arts, maybe 1 critter. And I think we got super unlucky with that Scorcher shot. Killed a bunch of Zooks. That's what happens sometimes. Though can now just start flaring. And we'll get this ER down, flare the last one. With that, maybe just 1 shock, a few arts. Because when Scorches blow up, they like kill everything. So pretty slow to 11, but maybe it's okay. And here, looks like a win. So sometimes being lucky, but even if we got some gold chests, again that's fine too. Doesn't delay us too much. And one thing we also did is made our first and hopefully only diamond swap of the season. Going from 2 flames down to 2 cannons. Just to prepare again for that RC meta. And even if RCs aren't going to be that great, it's still better against HCs and the heavies that come out. But now with those keys, getting that heavy boost, rockets, we can do at least level 3. We still have a ton of tokens, but kinda just waiting a bit. Just want to make sure we can max out RCs, building hills, and even both GBEs. But right now, since we're just chest collecting, 1 more day for RCs and then we'll see how it goes. But that's gonna be it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.